4.3b, finding the unit rate of change. The unit rate of change is the rate of amount per unit. We can use the unit rate of change to compare true cost of an item. So what would a unit be? A unit might be 1 pound of something, or one item specifically. So an example of a unit rate would be how much you're paying per ounce of oil. That would be a unit rate because it's based on an ounce of oil, the price being based on an ounce of oil. So let's look at an example. Auto Corporation charges $25.50 for a box of 300 lug nuts. What is the unit price of lug nuts? So we have 300 lug nuts, and in total they cost $25.50. We want the unit price, which is dollars per unit, and a unit is a lug nut. So dollars per lug nut. From the last lecture, we learned that the word per means divide. So what we're going to do is divide the dollars by the amount of lug nuts. So let's do this. We divide $25.50 by 300 lug nuts. This ends up in an answer of 0.085 or 8.5 cents per lug nut. So this leads to 0.085 dollars per lug nut. This is the unit price of lug nuts from AutoCorp. Is 8.5 cents per lug nut. Why is this important? Well, we might want to know if a competitor has a better deal. Let's look at an example where we have to consider two competitors and see which is offering the better deal. So example 2, Company A sells 6 gallons of oil for $38, and Company B sells 8 gallons of the same quality of oil for $48. Which is the better deal? For one, these are pretty cheap gallons of oil. But ignoring that, we need to find the unit price of each deal. So let's have a Company A. Let's find the unit price of oil. So that's dollars per unit. And what is the unit? It's a gallon. So we need to find dollars over gallons. So Company A sells $6 for 6 gallons for $38. So we have to divide 38 by 6. What does this get us? What's the unit price? Company A gives us 6.33 repeating. So about $6.30 per gallon. Seems like a pretty good deal. And Company B we need to also find dollars per gallon. So Company B sells 8 gallons for $48. So we divide 48 divided by 8 is just 6. So even though they have two different units or amounts they sell, Company B is clearly the better option because we're getting oil cheaper per gallon than if we went with Company A.